Alright. And I'm moving forward to casting this one for you. This one was sent in by one of you guys. Now, I am not the biggest of fans when it comes down to sling strategies. However, there are some strategies that involve sling that I am a big fan of. For example, when you see units that you normally wouldn't see, like Persian elephants, or if you sling with Saracens, Ethiopians, and you have machine gun crossbows that destroy buildings, I think that is quite a cool combination, or just farm slings in general, just to get a little bit more food to make, for example, an Ethiopian 21 pop Shotel rush more possible. I think those are all really, really cool strategies. One that we don't normally see either because the unit is not very strong is mass karambits. So in this game, we're going to see red go for mass karambits by means of some sling. Wait, no, we're not, because red is Khmer. We're going to see yellow. Wow, Procaster, you can see that I have never seen this game before. And also they have Spanish on their squad. I wonder how that's going to work out overall. I think, honestly, like Burgundians or Cumans might be the best for slinging. Also, I would normally put the person who is being slung on one of the flanks. That way, they're going to be able to, well, put a lot of pressure on the opponents. Let's take a quick look at the opponents as we are getting closer and closer to feudal age. In the teal, we have Bohemians. In the green, we have Persians. And in the blue, how do you do? We have the Britons. Britain's very, very hard to push, and actually might be quite difficult to push with karambits. A little bit of scout fighting going on in the center, like how do you do, running all over the place. Oh, help me out, help me out. No, no, I'm dying to a scout. Come on, somebody help me. Feudal age, oh no. I'm dying, I'm dying. Oh no, he saved it. That was actually pretty clutch, if I do say so myself. And now that we're in feudal age, we're going to probably just market blacksmith from most players into Castle Age. You can see that some people are already reaching Castle Age, such as the... who's going to be first here? Khmer, yeah, Khmer, because they don't require the buildings, right? Yeah, he didn't do any of the buildings. Is going to go for a castle himself, maybe eventually. Only one on stone, though. May not go for a castle that much faster. Spanish probably want to go for a relatively aggressive castle drop, or could go for a defensive castle and then sling the Malay player as well. I'm just curious. Also, Malay have a really, really good uptime, so you can actually go with significantly more villagers. I normally go 28 pop and up if I am going for karambits, which is a lot of fun to do. Going for additional TCs. Oh man, it's a boomer boy game from blue as well. 1, 2, 3 TCs. Is not scared of Spanish at all, which he knows is his counter flank. I would always be very, very hesitant to boom if I know that my counter flank is Spanish, just because Spanish are so well known for the Castle Age Castle Age drop and conkeys. Like, how do you do? I want to get some missionaries on donkeys. Man, what a boomy game over here. 4 TCs, 3 TCs, 4 TCs, only 2 TCs over here. What? 5 TCs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the Khmer. Khmer, I should take it back, is also really, really good in booming because you can get the Castle Age so much faster. I just think that Burgundians, with those additional eco upgrades that you can get very, very affordable, is quite strong as well. But the super fast Castle Age time, look at all those farms expiring though from the Khmer. Really needs to get horse collar here to make that a little bit more efficient moving forward. That wood is very, very useful. Yeah, now horse collar coming in a little bit late because you already see that a lot of those farms. One castle is out. Karambits are being produced. Where is the sling, little darling? Don't let your memes Just be dreaming. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why I said it in that voice. Why is he doing this with scouts? I would say conkeys, 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 and donkeys, 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 donkeys. That's what we want to see from Spanish. Spanish, in my opinion, very one-dimensional when it comes down to arena. People are always like, oh, you should do the Spanish conquistador meme. No, it's not really a meme. It's just meta, in my opinion. Actually, should get fletching here, so that, yeah, it does get fletching just so that he can get that gate down. I totally feel like T90 over there. Like, I could see he's getting fletching. I should probably point out that fletching is a good upgrade to get. I think he should be targeting this gate, though, with the castle. That would probably be most favorable. A lot of karambits coming forward now, being slung, but I don't see the notifications. Used to be notifications over here when resources were being sent, although there was kind of annoying that you would constantly see the notifications of that. I'm quickly going to switch to my chat because I know that my chat obviously has really good overall information to add to this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing from chat. Thank you, chat. Much love. I'm trying to get better with that. So this is what I was talking about before, that blue's actually in a lot of trouble over here due to the very greedy boom. If purple was a little bit more efficient and a little bit faster, I think he could have done a lot more damage over here. Free castles now from the Malay player and karambits all day. Karambits do not do great against Hussite wagons, and they don't do great against archer fire as well. I think you gotta add in 2 petards here and then petard your way through the gate. That is the way that I would go about it. Oh, there we do have the sending. Okay, I guess we didn't have any resources sent prior to this, or if I did. If there was, then I would have missed it. Word vomit from the Lord. He is not doing a good job casting this. Is it an epic game? I don't know yet. I don't know. I'll call it epic if we see 200 carambitos or 400 carambitos because they only take up a half pop slot. I think you just gotta just bust through this gate, dude. What can yellow see over here? Not very much, but Imperial Age is going to be reached. Elite Karambit probably going to come in. Going to get all of the upgrades. Karambit's really not a good fighting unit. A great raiding unit. Terrible fighting unit. And it seems like he's not really taking advantage of Karambits as much as he could. The way that you could take way more advantage of Karambits is by busting into the base and then just raiding everything to death. We still have this Mexican standoff over here. Neither player is in Imp yet. They're the only ones that are not in Imp. Oh, actually, Britain's has made it to Imp, and I think he's going to be able to push this back relatively easily. Oh, the run-in, but that's not good, as I mentioned before. Karambits just absolutely get murked by arrow fire overall. Oh, get these, get these. I'm not impressed how he played the Karambits. To be honest, to be fair. I think, oh, get the Hoofniche. Why scorpions? I guess if they go archers, then that's pretty decent to keep them alive. You gotta bust in, dude. You gotta bust in and then just absolutely raid the eco to death. Blue is getting a dominating lead over purple here, but the onslaught of Karambits. Green also has done absolutely nothing for a very long period of time. Really needs to be helping out his teammate over here. The Hoofniche is doing work, and it is just being made very difficult for the Karambits to get in. And dang, do those Hoofniche destroy Karambits. Each one of those counting as a kill, even though they only take up half the population. I am not impressed with the Karambit play. Like, if you are going to go Karambit, you got to get those Karambits into the eco because the unit itself is not super duper strong. Yeah, you get a lot of them. Like, he has 116 Karambits right now. but you need to get more out of these karambits. Oh god, look at the Hoofnista just doing so much work. He is now finally in. How much damage can he actually do? Only 1 or 2 small walls required to protect here, and green is just not. I think if green had done a better job here protecting, it would have been totally fine. I think this was really a throw from green. Green is just letting his ally die. Talking about allies dying, it looks like purple is dying very slowly. Britain's is an interesting one because Britain's, it's very hard to push, and it's very hard to get push just because of the range units that you do possess. It's kind of an awkward switching. Like, what are you going to do to push? You're going to push with Trevs, relatively slow. I guess you can get Warwolf and stuff like that. But you know, adding in Rams with archers, and you have to go Halb. It's just a lot to tech into overall. Teal's base is completely cleared out, and it looks like the Karambits. I know that archers are a good counter to Arbs. Needs to keep this ball alive, but if you have enough of them, it gets really awkward. Or if you let them get in close, you need to micro this a little bit better. Blue. I wonder at what elo this is played. Oh, it's played at 1000 elo, and the GG is indeed their call. I don't think they played poorly. I just think that they could have done more to get something out of the Karambits. I am really all about the meme strats, and seeing the elo now, not too bad. And actually Teal was 1400 elo, so that kind of makes sense that he was able to hold there for a long period of time. Probably got tons and tons of kills. We'll check out the statistics in just a little bit. I think if you are American Dan, if you're watching this, a couple of tips here. Get some petards out, hit the gates, get through the gates, and raid. It's a raiding unit, and it does great at raiding. Kill the entire eco, and you'll be golden. Absolutely golden. If you don't want to get petards, another thing that you could do is get a siege tower, hop them over the walls with a siege tower, and you'll be golden once more. So much work can be done with Karambits, but you don't really want to be up against, say, Paladin, or up against Mass Archer, or up against, you know, any any military unit once. However, 340 Karambits made, though. That is pretty dang skippity impressive. Look at how many kills. 107, 164, yeah. Not too bad. Even losing all of his eco there, was still able to hold on for quite a long period of time. But yeah, be it 1400. Sling. It's powerful. I love odd slings. Maybe not the best game, but I hope that some of my tips helped out. And you know what? If you guys find it important enough to send it to me, I'm very happy to critique, give some feedback about it. I think a lot of people are afraid to meme, and you shouldn't be afraid to meme. And as you meme with a particular strategy, try and learn something from every time you meme. What worked well? What did not work well? What is it going to take to improve this strategy and make it more effective, regardless of elo, regardless of your APMs? Think about it from a strategy point of view. And with that, don't let your memes just be dreams. Poop Lord out.